How many times on average do you guys usually eat fast food a month?
Too many.
30.
Well, most people think that it's not possible to eat healthy while also eating on a budget and while you're on the run, but it actually is. The Southwestern Quinoa Bowl is a healthy, quick, and inexpensive meal that you can throw together in no time when you have a busy schedule. As we go off to college, we're all going to have extremely busy schedules, and we're all going to be on the run, but you're also going to want to eat healthy so you don't gain the freshman 15, and you're also going to be on an extremely tight budget because you're usually broke in college. And I have been practicing and promoting this healthy lifestyle throughout the last 3 years within me paying for it, but before that, my mom has always shown me to eat healthy, and it's always been within my household. And I have experienced that overall it has increased my well-being and health over the years. So today I will demonstrate how to make a Southwestern Quinoa Bowl, how to budget effectively, prepare the ingredients, and assemble the final product. So without further ado, I will explain to you how to budget effectively. So one of the first things people buy when they go to the store is meat. It's one of the most expensive, and one of the most important things to remember when you're buying meat at the store is quantity and quality. So when I buy meat, I usually buy organic, but at the same time you have to stay in a price realm because you have a budget, and then in college you're going to have an even tighter budget. So I just remind you to look at the price differences and look at the quality of your meat, not only just the price. When you're buying quinoa, I usually buy an in-between brand from the best and the worst, and then I usually just boil it on the stove. But there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can buy it raw, or you can buy it like I buy it. I would just remind you to look at the individual price per serving on the label when you're looking at buying quinoa. And then lastly, when you're buying avocados, I would recommend to only buy as many as you're going to need for the recipe you're making, because if you buy too many, they're going to go bad and get disgusting before you even get to use them, and then you're going to waste your money. So I would just buy however many you need for the recipe and then use them within 1 to 2 days before they go bad. So now that I've explained to you how to budget effectively, I'm going to explain to you how to prepare the ingredients. So I've already grilled the chicken prior to this, and I've already done the quinoa prior to this because obviously I don't have a stove in front of me. So first, I'll start with the chicken, and for the chicken, you will you'll start your grill at around 400 degrees, depending on how fast you want your chicken to cook. And then I cook my chicken for about 7 minutes on each side, and the grilled chicken really just adds flavor to the quinoa bowl. Rather, if you would boil it or do it in the microwave, it doesn't have near the flavor, and then you're just going to use more seasonings, and then it's not going to be healthy. So I recommend grilling it, and like I said, you would just start at 400 degrees, let it cook for 7 minutes on each side, and then once that's done, you'll just set it aside and let it cool. And you can cut it in bite-sized pieces or in strips, whichever you prefer. And then for the quinoa, you will just basically boil water. It's similar to pasta, but you'll basically just boil water until it comes to a rolling boil, and then add a cup of quinoa to the water, and then once the quinoa is done, it will absorb all the water, and then you'll just set that aside once that's cool. And then lastly, for the guacamole, I'm actually demonstrating this part. So for this, you literally, I'm sure you guys have all been familiar with how avocados and guacamole is made, but you basically just cut the avocados in half, and I don't have a cutting board, so that one's not very good, but, and then you'll just pit them and take the pit out with a spoon. And then you'll just scrape the avocado into a separate bowl with the spoon. And then you'll just take your fork and then you'll just mash it accordingly. The softer the avocado is when you buy it, the easier it is to mash. These are going to be kind of hard to mash because they weren't the softest when I bought them. But basically you just mash the avocado like you would mashed potatoes with the back of a fork. And then I usually just add salt because it adds a little bit of flavor to it, other than just the avocado. And then to assemble the final product, well, now that I've shown you how to prepare the ingredients, now you're going to assemble the final product. So to assemble the final product, you'll just take your quinoa, and then you'll add your chicken into the bowl. And then you'll add your avocados. And then you can like add additional sides to it. I don't usually put that much extra stuff. I have just pico and then a little bit of sour cream. But also keep in mind that moderation is key because you want this to stay healthy. If it's not healthy, then you're defeating the whole point of this. Okay, and then, so today I have shown you how to make a Southwestern quinoa bowl, how to budget effectively, prepare the ingredients, and assemble the final product. I hope that today you learned how to make a fast, inexpensive, healthy meal while being on a budget, and that this benefits you in the next year when you're in college. And then I hope that next time you explore your healthy options and what all you have that you could do for a meal next time when you go through the drive-thru. Thank you.